वसुदेवसुतं देवं
वसुदेवसुतं देवं
कंसचाणूरमर्दनं
कंसचाणूरमर्दनं
देवकी परमानन्दं
देवकी परमानन्दं
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं
कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं
नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे
नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे
पुलारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र
पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र
येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णा
येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णा
प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः
प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening from wherever you are joining. And we are covering the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita called as Sankhya Yoga. Sankhya means also means war. Life is a battle, and this chapter is a summary. It's a synopsis. At the beginning, abstract, you can say what you are going to learn in Bhagavad Gita. It's at the beginning. You are learning that one. The entire 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita summary is contained in this one. And this chapter is, if you can't read the whole 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, at least reading this one, it gives a general idea of the Bhagavad Gita, what it is trying to convey. And we cannot see the God ourselves, and what Vedavyasa was saying, that you have to use the scriptures, Shastra, as a mirror to reflect on the Supreme Lord. You have to, scripture is like a mirror. The reflection on that one, contemplating on that one, you can contemplate on the Lord. We need a mirror to see the Lord. We can't see Him directly, but we are using a Shastra as a mirror to experience His presence. And this chapter especially is very appropriate in the current situation, the coronavirus. Calamity across, calamity everywhere. And many times we don't know why it is happening, and this chapter is very appropriately addresses many of our questions. And the people overseas also, a lot of anxiety is there to their loved ones in back home, and so is in India also. Many people are in distress. It gives a perspective, whatever happens, and in a bigger picture, it gives a Lord Shri Krishna is giving a bigger picture on these ones, how to handle the tough time, and what should be our framework, mind framework, so that we can come to terms with the situation. And repeat after me. In the beginning of the second chapter, Arjuna, Sañjaya gives the narration of the first chapter. And first chapter, Arjuna says, I don't want to fight the battle of this my life. And when he was distressed, his limbs started shaking, and he started perspiring, and he lost his strength, and he collapsed. And he said, I won't fight. And so is many of us, we come to the situation, many times we give up easily. We are supposed to fight the battle of our life as long as we are alive, and the running away is not the message of Bhagavad Gita. Many times we surrender to the situation, we say, and it is enough is enough, I don't want to do that one. Shri Krishna says, never say that one. As long as you are there, as long as the strength is there, energy is there, keep on fighting the battle of your life. You are here never to make compromise and surrender to the situation. And Shri Krishna wakes up Arjuna many times. Bharatarshava, You are, and Kaunteya, and he, Rishabha, various names, various adjectives he uses to motivate him. You don't surrender easily. You are here to achieve something marvelous in your life. And running away is not the means to achieve the end. By running away, you can't reach to the get to the end. You have to face up to the situation. Stand up and uttishta, and as I mentioned, awake. Awake is the word 4 times Sri Krishna uses, and Kathopanishad also it comes out. One time in a famous word in Kathopanishad it comes 1, and whereas Bhagavad Gita Sri Krishna asks all of us to get up, arise, awake, stop not till you reach your goal. Kathopanishad follows the footsteps of Bhagavad Gita, or Bhagavad Gita follows the footstep of Kathopanishad. Both messages, many shlokas gets repeated in Kathopanishad also. And Kathopanishad says, get up, arise, awake. Stop not till you reach your goal. Uttishtata jagrata prapyavara nibodhata. And it says, awake, arise, be alert. And laziness is not the sign of a great achiever. You are here to achieve great things in your life. Don't pass away your life, spend your life like a coward. Get up and face up the challenge. And Sri Krishna says, and when those who face the world this way, Lord is always behind them. Who gives the strength to one who is always awake, alert? Where is the strength that person is getting? Sri Krishna says, I am the strength behind that person. Balam balavatam asmi. Someone is so motivated. Where that person is getting the strength, Sri Krishna says, that strength I am giving. I am giving that strength. And Sri Krishna says, you get up. Who will give you the strength? Sri Krishna says, I will give you the strength. You will achieve great things in your life, and I am behind you. Not to surrender, get up. I am your strength behind you. And start on that one. Sañjaya uvācha.
Sañjaya uvācha.
Tam tathā kṛipayāviṣhṭa.
Tam tathā kṛipayāviṣhṭa.
Aśhru pūrṇākulekṣhaṇam.
Aśhru pūrṇākulekṣhaṇam.
viṣhīdantamidaṁ vākyam.
viṣhīdantamidaṁ vākyam.
uvācha madhusūdanaḥ.
uvācha madhusūdana.
And so depressed Arjuna with tears, eyes filled with tears, and it's that person and so depressed, Sri Krishna says this one. Shri bhagavān uvācha.
Shri bhagavān uvācha.
kutastvā kaśhmalamidaṁ.
kutastvā kaśhmalamidaṁ.
viṣhame samupasthitam.
viṣhame samupasthitam.
anārya-juṣhṭamaswargyam.
anārya-juṣhṭamaswargyam.
akīrti-karam arjuna.
akīrti-karam arjuna.
From where you got this wrong thought? A poisonous thought has entered into your mind. It is not befitting for you who has great potential. It is not a person of a great renown, great strength talking like this. klaibyaṁ gamaḥ pārtha.
klaibyaṁ pārtha.
naitat tvayyupapadyate.
naitat tvayyupapadyate.
kṣhudraṁ hṛidaya-daurbalyaṁ.
kṣhudraṁ hṛidaya-daurbalyaṁ.
tyakto uttishta parantapa.
tyakto uttishta parantapa.
Don't become talk like an important or weak person and weak-hearted person, and shake off your weak-heartedness. And tyakto uttishta, shake off the weak-heartedness and get up. You arise. Arjuna had collapsed. He is asking him to get up, arise. And Arjuna uvācha. Arjuna wanted to defend his action by throwing all excuses. Katham bhishma aham sankhe.
Sankhye
Dronancha Madhusūdana
Dronancha Madhusūdana
Ishubhi-pratiyotshyami
Ishubhi-pratiyotshyami
Pūjārhāvari-sūdana.
Pūjārhāvari-sūdana.
How can I fight with my grandfather, my teacher? They are worth to be worshipped. How can I fight with them? Guruna hatvāhi mahānubhāvān
Guruna hatvāhi mahānubhāvān
Shreyo bhuktu vaikṣhmamapiha loke
Shreyo bhoktum vaikṣhamapiha loke
hatvārtha-kāmāṁstu gurunihaiva
hatvārtha-kāmāṁstu gurunihaiva
Bhunjiya bhoga rudhira-pradigdhān.
Bhunjiya bhogan rudhira-pradigdhān.
And Guruna Hatva, by killing the Guru, great people, and instead of killing them, begging is better for me. And killing them, and whatever enjoyment I am doing, it will be tainted with blood. All my pleasures will be tainted with blood. And the same concept, it is there in Shakespeare's Macbeth story. And Lady Macbeth says that after killing that Macbeth, she says, now whatever the waters of the whole ocean won't wash away the blood stains from my palms. I have done this one. She started saying that one. Entire ocean, water from the ocean won't wash away the tainted blood from my palms. Same thing Arjuna says, whatever pleasure I do, by killing them, whatever enjoyment I get, everything will be tainted with the blood. Naitat vidma katarannagariyo
Naitat vidman katarannagariyo
Yadva jayema yadivano jayeyuhu
Yadva jayema yadivano jayeyuhu
Yaneva hatvana jijivishama
Yaneva hatvana jijivishama
Ste avastita pramukhe datra rashtraha.
Ste avastita pramukhe datra rashtraha.
I am confused whether we should win or they should win. And these people, great people, have sided with Dhritarashtra. I don't know that these people, they siding that one, whether we should win the battle or we should let them win the battle. kārpaṇya-doṣhopahata-svabhāvaḥ.
kārpaṇya-doṣhopahata-svabhāvaḥ.
Pṛcchāmi tvaṁ dharma-sammūḍha-chetāḥ.
Pṛcchāmi tvaṁ dharma-sammūḍha-chetāḥ.
yach-chhreyaḥ niṣṭhitam brūhi tanme.
yach-chhreyasa niṣṭhitam brūhi tanme.
Shishyasте aham shādimāṁ tvaṁ prapannam.
Shishyasте aham shādimāṁ tvaṁ prapannam.
Shishyasteham yach-chreyasya niṣṭhitam brūhi tanme. Conclusively tell me. And brūhi tanme, tell me conclusively. Niṣṭhitam. And I am your disciple. He surrendered completely. I am totally confused. Tell me conclusively what I should do. Whether they should win or we should win. And pṛcchāmi, that I am asking you, please guide me. I am thy disciple. Nahi prapashyami mamanupadya.
Nahi prapashyami mamapanudhyāt.
yach-chhreyaḥ
yach-chhreyaḥ
avāpya bhūmā-vasapatma-mruddham.
avāpya bhūmā-vasapatma-mruddham.
Rājyam surāṇāmapi chādhipatyam.
Rājyam surāṇāmapi chādhipatyam.
Shokamucchoshanamindriyanam. This sorrow, the sorrow, whatever it has created now, whatever all my senses have weakened, this sorrow, shokamucchoshanamindriyanam, this sorrow has taken over all my limbs. Limbs have become very weak, and even I don't think even getting the rulership over the heavenly region will wipe off this sorrow. All my limbs have overpowered with the sorrow, and even the rulership over the Sura, that Devendra, in the heaven, it won't wipe off this sorrow. Sañjaya uvācha
Sanjaya uvacha
evamuktvā hrishikesham
evamuktvā hrishikesham
gudakesha parantapa
gudakesha parantapa
nayotsya iti govinda
yotsya iti govinda
uktva tushnim babhuvaha.
uktva tushnim babhuvaha.
I don't fight, I don't want to fight. O Govinda, saying so, Arjuna became silent. Tamuvācha hrishikesha
Uvacha hrishikesha
prahasanniva bharata
prahasanniva bharata
senayor madhye
senayor madhye
viṣhīdantamidaṁ vachaha.
viṣhīdantamidaṁ vachaha.
Senayor madhye. It's between. Last week I mentioned, come to the center. You are not siding with this side or that side. You are not siding with my relative or this relative. My side, my country, this country. Ida, thinking from the Ida side or Pingala side. Come to the center to understand the situation. Now I am so worried thinking about situation in India. Because I am from India. As an Indian, I am very disturbed. Suppose same thing had happened. Now, few months back, it was situation was very bad in Italy. Situation very bad in Europe. Situation very bad in America. We were not so affected. Now we are so worried. I am thinking, as an Indian I am thinking, so bad situation, I am worried. Now Shri Krishna says, whatever is the situation, don't take the side, try to disengage yourself. When I am engaged myself with certain things, I can't think properly, I can't sleep properly, I am so worried. Shri Krishna says, disengage and come to the center. Come to the center and analyze as a third person. And as when I am siding with certain things, I can't sleep, I am so distressed. Come to the center to grasp in the difficult challenges, how great people handle the challenges in their life. They do not get bogged down by siding with one side. They try to come to the center. How they handle, the great people, how they are handling, and you also try to come to the center. Then only you can manage the situation. If the country Prime Minister Narendra Modi, that he wants to handle, if he is siding with only my country, this one, he can't think properly. What to do? He will collapse. He has to disengage himself. Then only he can plan. We also have to disengage ourselves from the situation to handle the situation better. And prahasanniva bharata. Prahasanniva, the mark of a leader, mark of a great leader, the one who has a grace of the divine sanctity. What is the sanctity? In Mahabharata also talks about one who has a divine sanctity. That person's face, always there is a smile. There is a smile on that person's face all the time. Shri Krishna has shown that one. Midst of the war, calamity going to happen. In Mahabharata war, in 18 days, 5 million people got killed. 50 lakh people died in 18 days. In 18 days, short duration. It is that calamity is much more than what we are seeing now. In 18 days. And still he was smiling. And 18 days, 50 lakh people died, and he was still smiling. Prahasanniva. In Mahabharata, Vedavyasa talks about Savitri story. Savitri, Satyavan Savitri. Satyavan was Narada's, Savitri was so beautiful, and no one was ready to marry. And they were too scared to ask the king for Savitri. So the Vishwapati, he said, you go and find your own match. So she went around the country, traveled around along with the soldiers, and she came back saying that she has chosen one person called as Satyavan. And at that time Narada came. Narada said, oh, that you found a match, and who is that? She said, Satyavan. Narada said, your choice is good, but his lifespan is only 1 year. And only 1 year. And then he suggested, change your thinking. You will look for somebody else. But Savitri said, no, I have made up my mind. I will marry Satyavan. And so that Narada blessed her. Okay, may God bless you. And that person Satyavan was living in the forest, and Savitri from a royal family, and that person Satyavan's parents, they lost their, they ran away to the forest to save themselves as their commander-in-chief usurped the kingdom. They were living in the forest, and as the 1 year has passed, and that Satyavan was saying that I want to go to bring firewood. Usually Savitri will be at home, and 3 days prior to that one, Savitri said to her father-in-law and mother-in-law, I want to do upavas. I want to do the fasting in the 3 days. She did not tell what is the reason. And they said, if you so insist, you are still young, why are you doing? She said, no, I want to do. She did not tell the reason. She fasted for 3 days. On that day, Satyavan said he will go and fetch the firewood, and Savitri knew this is the day he is going to die. And she said, I will also come. And father-in-law said, no, you are fasting, you are so tired. No, she said, no, I want to go. She went to the forest along with him, and at the mid of the day, and he said, I am feeling very tired. I am bit tired, I want to sit down. Savitri knew the time has come, and she made him to sit, and he said, I want to lie down. She made him to put his head on her lap, and he started breathing heavily. As people are dying time, their breathing becomes very jerky and shallow. He started breathing. Savitri knew, yes, time has come. She did not become panicky, and she was very composed. And at that time, Yama himself came on that the buffalo that he came on that one, and she could able to see, and she put the pasha around, she could able to see pasha around Satyavan and started dragging. His face started becoming pale and stopped breathing. And this Savitri, and she as Yama started going, she started following him. And Yama said, why are you following? Prepare him for the cremation. The time is done, no point in following. Dead person won't come back. But she started following. She did not heed. She started following him, and she started praising him. Yamaya dharmarajaya mrityuvetanchakayacha. Yama, you are the very virtuous, most virtuous. Dharma, you follow the dharma. You are so great. And there is, because you said because of the death, people are scared. And I adore you. And when she started praising, Yama got very happy, and he said, I will give you a boon. Except Satyavan. You can't ask for Satyavan, but I will give you a boon. Ask anything. And she said, she prayed that may her in-laws, they had become blind also. They had become old age blind. May my in-laws get their eyesight back. He said, tathā. And now he started moving further. Savitri started following. I asked you to go back. Why are you following me again? And he started praising here again. And you are so virtuous. And even started praising again the Yama, because of you. Because of the Yama, and you are very close to the Lord Narayana. You are following his the instructions properly, and I bowed down to you and started glorifying again. And he said, I am very pleased with your devotion and praise. I will give you another boon. What do you want? Except Satyavan. And she said, may my in-laws get their territory back. And he said, so be it. And he started moving, and she started praising again. And she following, he said, I asked you to go back, why are you following again? And she started glorifying the Yama again, and not to panic because of you. That every day that apamrityu, to overcome the apamrityu, people light up the lamp facing the south in worship of you. And hearing the praise of that one, Yama said, I am so pleased with your devotion and your pativrata. And pativrata, I bless you one more. What do you want? She said, may my in-laws accept Satyavan. And she said, may my in-laws see their grandchild through me. And he was so happy. He was very happy with the shrewd thinking, sharp thinking, and the presence of mind. Presence of mind in Savitri, and blessed her, so be it. And Satyavan came back at the same time, and her in-laws, they were very worried. It's the middle of the night. Both the son and daughter-in-law haven't returned. It's a pitch dark forest. But Markandeya Rishi was there. Markandeya said, your daughter-in-law Savitri always has a smile on her face. It is a sign of divine sanctity. The one who has a divine sanctity, smile on the face all the time, no untimely death can come, and no bad thing can happen to her. And this is the message of the Vedavyasa also. And I always tell in the class also, as a mark of a yoga student, have a smile on your face. Whatever is the corona situation, whatever is the calamity, and smile. The smile is an indication of the divine sanctity in us, and for that person, around that person, there won't be any, negative things cannot come to around that person. That is the message of Vedavyasa in Mahabharata. And also Lord Shri Krishna has shown Prahasanniva Bharata, smiling, as if smiling, he delivered. And the first sloka of this one, now Bhagavad Gita, official Bhagavad Gita, Ashochya Nanvashochatvam. First word of Bhagavad Gita, from here it starts with Ashochya, don't cry. First word of Lord Shri Krishna is not to cry. And the last word of Bhagavad Gita, it's towards in the 18th chapter, it talks about Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja Aham Tva Sarvapapebhyo Moksha Ishyami Ma Shuchaha. Again, last word again, Ma Shucha, don't cry. In the first word, no, not to cry. And not to cry is the message of Bhagavad Gita. What is the one message of Bhagavad Gita. Not to cry and spend your life only crying. I want more, I am not happy, I am dissatisfied. You are not here for whinging and cringing and while away your time in depression and anxiety. Not to cry. At the beginning Lord says not to cry. At the end says not to cry. Be happy. Smile on your face all the time. This is the message of Bhagavad Gita. And Sri Krishna, Lord starts, Ashocyananvashocastvam prajñāvādansca bhāshase gatāsūna gatāsūnsca nānuṣocanti panditāh natvevāham jātu nāsam natvam neme janādipāh nachayvana bhavishyāma sarve vayamatah param dehinosmi yatha dehe kaumaram yavvanam jara tathā dehāntara prāpti dhīrastatra na muhyati. And he is talking about like we were a small child and like a person, it's babyhood, childhood, youth and adult, old age, and one passes through these stages. Death is also like that, another stage. After that, another body. It comes to another one, dhīrastatrana, one, dhīra. One is a strong person, one who has an illumined mind, then never get bogged down by this one. Changes from childhood, youth, old age and death. It's a natural process. Like in the tree, I see a fruit. When I see a fruit in the mango season in India now, and here mandarin orange season in Australia, I want to see the bright orange in the tree, hanging in the tree, and mango in the tree, and that small orange flower was there, orange flower, and so fragrant flower. I am not satisfied only at the fragrance of the flower. I want more. Then slowly it turns into petals, petals fall down and turns into small fruit. Becomes bigger. I am so happy. And after that fruit falls down. Mango falls down. It is a natural. I can't expect the mango should hang on to the tree, because that fallen mango, that seed has a potential to become another tree. It has a potential. Why grieve for that one? It is a natural process. Matra sparshastu kaunteya shītoṣna sukha dukkhadah agama pāyino anitya stam stitikṣhvastva bharata. The like matra sparshastu. Why I am getting worried, tensed, I can't sleep in the current situation in India, because too much of attachment. Me, my country, my relative, my friends, I am so connected with that one because of the contact itself. If it is happening somewhere in the other country, I am not worried. When it is happening in my own country, I am so worried. Sri Krishna says, Senayor ubayor madhya. Come to the center, then only you can understand. Matra sparshastu kaunteya. Come to the center and handle. And that behind, and in the recent yoga retreat also, I touched upon that topic. The greatest calamity. In the calamity, many people go through the downside in the life, and many people go into depression. But there is a small fine line, small bridge, thread of bridge. Only a few will get onto that one and become someone genius. Someone genius. The deep sorrow triggers something in one to become something great, marvelous. And necessity is the mother of invention. When I am intensely looking for a solution, I found a solution. And like in the World War II, the bombing happened on Japan and millions died, lakhs died. So much of casualty. That casualty, Japanese use that one as a lesson to spring back. They become one of the most creative, advanced countries. Through that suffering, they use that one as an opportunity. We can't afford to be in this situation anymore. We had to be different. We had to do it something different. And how we can be different, it became a collective effort. Each and every Japanese made a resolution. We had to be someone extraordinary. We cannot fall back into this situation. Now in India also this situation, or in this world, wherever it is happening, they can think about why we landed up here. How we can avoid this one. This is a great opportunity for India to spring back. It is a great opportunity for the world going through the tough time to spring back. We should not fall into this trap again. How to be as a collective effort in a unison, like the compass needle points always to the one direction. Everyone starts thinking that one. That it's an opportunity for India to spring back and to become someone extraordinary. Two options. One is go into cringing and whinging and start blaming that person, this person, and that we are good at, always keep on blaming, or use this one as a platform. We have fallen into this one, how to be someone extraordinary. Use this one as a jumping board to become someone extraordinary. That is what countries have done. Japan has done, and countries, and they have become someone extraordinary. Germany has done, and this is an opportunity for India also, and it's a message for all of us. When we are in a tough time, use this an opportunity to spring back to become someone extraordinary. Yam hina vyatayante te purusham purusharshaba samadukka sukham dhiram so amritatvaya kalpate vyatayante te. One, it's Sri Krishna says, the purusham purusharshaba, the best of the person, as I mentioned earlier, won't get bogged down with the challenges. The country of the Prime Minister of the country, he or she should be able to handle this one. Should not get bogged down into a micromanagement. Should have a bigger picture. Macro level should think. And purusham purusharshaba, a great person won't get bogged down. They can handle the level-headed, sukha dukkha, sukham dhiram, and good time, bad time, and one who has balanced mind alone, fit to rise up to the great possibilities in life. Up to here we covered last week, and here na asato vidyate, na asato vidyate, abhavo na abhavo vidyate satah ubayorapi drishta
Drishta.
Drishtonta.
Drishtonta.
Tanayo.
Tanayo.
Tattvadarshibhihi.
Tattvadarshibhihi.
Nasato vidyate bhavo.
Nasato vidyate bhavo.
Na bhavo vidyate sataha.
Na bhavo vidyate sataha.
Ubayorapi drishtonta.
Ubayorapi drishtonta.
Tanayostattvadarshibhihi.
Tanayo tattvadarshibhihi.
Again, nasato vidyate bhavo.
Nasato vidyate bhavo.
Na bhavo vidyate sataha.
Na bhavo vidyate sataha.
Ubayorapi drishtonta.
Ubhayorapi drishtonta.
Tanayo tattvadarshibhihi.
Tanayo tattvadarshibhihi.
Asat means unreal. Unreal, temporary things, hanging on to the temporary things, changing things, fleeting things, you cannot get the highest. And at the same time, hanging on to the permanent, you won't get the temporary things. It is talking about if your mind is so bogged down on the changing things. Summer, I must keep on complaining on the hot summer or the cold winter, and sukha dukkha earlier it said. Or good time, I want to hang on to the good time, I want only the good time in my life, I don't want bad time, or I don't want bad time, good time. These are the changing things. By hanging on to the changing things, you cannot get the highest. And so amritatvaya kalpate, earlier sloka it says highest. By hanging on to the trivial things, my life is only on the party. Every day, every weekend is a party. Every day social things. My friends will change. Everything is changing. But I think that is the ultimate. I spend whole of my life only on party, socializing. You cannot get the highest. And at the same time, Shri Krishna says, if you are contemplating on bigger things, one can handle the challenges, be balanced in good and bad time. You become a Purusha Shrabha. You are level-headed, so focused. You cannot get bogged down. You won't be swayed by the trivial things. Whatever is happening, it's a passing thing. You won't be bogged down with that one. And in the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Shri Krishna, which we covered, there also he talks about pārtha naiveha namutra vinashastasya vidyate nahi kalyana krit kaschit durgatim tathā gacchati. One who wants to do good, be positive, for that person never come into the lasting suffering. Maybe temporary, may seem to be, but that person, one who wants to be always positive, always contribute, always be joy, always be happy, and that person never come into grief. Shri Krishna in the 6th chapter he mentioned, the same message is conveyed here. And if your mind is so set on always positive, so positive in your life, you can handle the challenges. What it is happening right now in the world, you can handle this one. And you can look at the other way. All these days, your yoga practice is confined to the yoga mat. It's 1 meter by 2 meter yoga mat. You think you are a great yoga person and you are doing all stretches and bending and this one. Your yoga was confined only to the yoga mat. Now it's a practical session. You have been thrown into this situation, corona situation. Can you extend your yoga beyond your yoga mat? Can you do that one? Or you want to be only confine yourself to the yoga mat? Can you extend your practice beyond the yoga mat? Can you handle? It is the practical session. What yoga people, now what we are going through, it's a practical session. Can you handle? No point in just reading the Yoga Sutra and talking about that one, Chitta Vritti Nirodha, that one, this one, all yoga quoting. But this is a practical session. Can you do that one? And by doing that one, ubayorapi, one who can see the temporary and the permanent, ubayorapi drishtonta stanayo tattvadarshibhim. One who can classify between the temporary and the permanent, only that person can see the highest, realize the highest. Avinashitu tadvidhi,
avinashitu tadvidhi,
yena sarva idam tatam,
yena sarvamidam tatam,
avinashitu tadvidhi, yena sarva idam tatam,
sarvamidam tatam,
vinasham avyaya syasya na kaśchit kartu arhasi. And it's avinashitu tadvidhi yena sarva idam tatam. One, realize this, the jiva, your soul, it is there in your body, it pervades everywhere in the body. In the body, jiva where is there? Though it is stationed in the headquarter heart, I can feel if the some prick is some thorn gone into my small finger, I can feel the pain. Jiva is there here also. Jiva is there here also, in my toe also. And when I have start getting a gangrene, then I can't feel the sensation. But here, okay, I can, jiva has pervaded all over the body. Though body is there, body is changing. One who is indweller, one who is Purusha, Purusha. Last week I mentioned Purusha is the one who is there inside this body. Pura Isha. This body is called as Pura. Pura is this body who is the Lord. Its body, the Lord of this body, this jiva. Within him, the Supreme Lord also is there. He is also called as Purusha. The highest Purusha is Purushottama. Is in the 15th chapter we covered, is the Supreme Lord. And it's a Kshara Purusha, Uttama Purusha and Purushottama. Three Purushas. Purusha, one is the jiva, your soul is called as Kshara Purusha. Body, it is going into the body, coming and going. Uttama Purusha is called as Lakshmi Tattva, and she is also Purusha, and Purushottama is the Supreme Lord. That these three, jiva is indestructible. That Uttama Purusha is indestructible. Purushottama is indestructible. And Avinashitu, realize that one. What is dying? If somebody is dying, what is dying? Only the body. It is like childhood growth and old age and collapsing. It is a part. It is going, coming and going, but inside is unchangeable. You can't see that one, but inside it is not destructible. Nobody is getting killed by corona. That soul cannot be killed. Only the body is going from one body to another as it is going through the changes. And I will touch upon this one in the tomorrow's Bhagavad Gita class also. What is unchangeable? That avinashitu tadvidhi. The soul is indestructible. What is changing is what is seen, it is changing. And what is not seen within, that is not, it's a changeless. Antavanta ime deha nityasyukta sharirinaha anashino aprameyasya tasmat yudyasva bharata antavanta ime deha nityasyukta sharirinaha anashino aprameyasya tasmat yudyasva bharata.
Tasmad yudyasva bharata.
And antavanta. And there is an end to this body. Today or tomorrow this body has to fall down. It is, it doesn't matter in the scale of the time skala, this, our existence 50 years, 60 years, 80 years, 100 years. So what? In the scale, the billions of years we have covered, doesn't matter, 2 years here and there, doesn't matter. This body has a end to this one. Antavanta ime deha. But inside jiva nityasyokta sharirinaha. And nitya in the sharira, one who is there within is eternal. It is not changing. It is eternal. Body has an end. Inside is changeless. Anashino aprameyasya. And tasmat aprameya. You can't realize the greatness of the jiva, that potential. It is transiting, it is going through the coming and going, and it is not destructible. And seeing this one, and you had to fight the battle. What Sri Krishna is our message for all of us in the corona situation. That means should we sit quiet and just be a mute spectator? Whatever is happening, people are dying, should be the mute spectator and just observe and come to the center and say that's only the body is dying and soul is permanent. Should I become a mute spectator and be observed, be like that? Sri Krishna says not that one. He says tasmat yudyasva bharata. You have to fight. Whatever best you have to do to resolve the problem. Not to be idle. This problem has come, whatever vaccination or boosting up your immunity or staying safe at your own place, whatever you have to do your best. You fight the situation diligently, in a safe way, not a reckless way. You have to be safe, diligently, you find a solution. Not to become a mute spectator, you had to fight. And he told Arjuna also, not to be a mute spectator. When the adharma is there, when wrong things are happening, you had to stand up. Don't become a mute spectator. You had to tasmat yudyasva bharata. This body, not to be worried about my dear one has gone, that one has gone, this one has gone. It is okay that they are eternal, but I don't want this similar situation going through. People are going through tough time. We can't say to people, don't cry. We have to be empathy with them. We have to show concern for them and do our best to support, at the same time not to get contained. One doctor, she was saying that in this current situation, it is emotionally draining for me, talking to the people, and that is what Sri Krishna says. If you want to be a great doctor, you have to do your best, but not to be emotionally connected. If you are emotionally connected with the patients, then you are drained. You can't do best. You are so tired. Sri Krishna says, don't get emotionally drained. Come to the center and face the challenge. Do your best to resolve the issue. And how relevant is this one, Bhagavad Gita, in the current situation? How great! Whatever is the situation, you can apply Bhagavad Gita in that situation. How great! How motivating for us. Many, when people whole day watching the television, getting depressed, social media, depressive message. If you reflect on Bhagavad Gita, how inspiring. It is a life-giving. It is giving the life back to us to handle the situation. How great is that one? And whatever we do, we cannot pay back. We are eternally indebted to Vedavyasa and Lord Sri Krishna for giving such a Shastra to us. य एनं वेति हन्तारं
य एनं वेति हन्तारं
यश्चैनं मन्यते हतं
यश्चैनं मन्यते हतम्
उभौ तौ न विजानीतो
विजानीतो
नायं
नायं
हन्ति न हन्यते
हन्ति न हन्यते
य एनं वेति हन्तारं
य एनं वेति हन्तारं
यश्चैनं मन्यते हतं
यश्चैनं मन्यते हतम्
उभौ तौ न विजानीतो
उभौ तौ न विजानीतो
नायं हन्ति न हन्यते
नायं हन्ति न हन्यते
उभौ तौ न विजानीतो both do not know vijanito both do not know na hanti na hanyate when the body has died soul is eternal hantina it cannot be killed the soul jiva it is indestructible both the people think this person because I have killed them or I have been killed by them those think and this corona because of my neighbor this person has died or I have been killed because of that person and both do not know if some country they think I am responsible for spreading the corona in that country and I am destroying them or if this country thinks because of that country we have been affected and both do not know but they think we are destroying that person we are killing the people nobody can kill this soul is eternal both are ignorant both are talking like ignorant people and Arjuna says I am killing them should I kill them or should we kill me whether should we kill the Kauravas or Kauravas should kill me Shri Krishna says if Kauravas thinks they are killing the Pandavas or Pandavas thinks we are killing them or Kauravas thinks we are killed by the Pandavas ubhau tau na vijanito both do not know Nayam hantina when the body dies the soul still is it's indestructible the soul is indestructible and the najayate mriyate va kadachit na ayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyah ajo nitya shashvato ayam purāṇo na hanyate hanyamane sharīre न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचिन् नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे न जायते the soul, jiva, there is no birth. What is the starting point of jiva? Na jayate. Only the body, body, the jiva, so subtle, it appears when the body is born. Jayate. There is no birth for the jiva, no death for the jiva. Na jayate, na mriyate. Jiva, never. That seed, the seed. Jiva is called a seed. Seed is indestructible. And it is the finer than the finest. Atom inside the atom also. Finer than the atom. And is indestructible. Nobody, na jayate, na mriyate. Kadachit. And bhutva bhavita na va bhuyah. And it is, and in the future also it will be there. Ajo nitya, birthless, eternal, and always exist, and eternal. and Shashvata Purana. It is eternal, eternal. Na hanyate hanyamane sharire. When the body is dead, this soul is not dead. This soul, it is always free. Always it is not killed, only the body passes. And it's an experience of people who have the out-of-body experience. Many people, many sadhakas, they have out-of-body experience, whether maybe in the meditation or sometime, and you have gone out of your body and you are seeing yourself from the ceiling. You see yourself, body, limbs, you are trying to move your limbs. I can't move the limbs. I want to move. I can't move. Body has become, I can't move my hands, my legs. I want to say, I am telling, move your hand, move your leg. I can't move, I can't move. I am seeing myself above and I feel so much of freedom when I come out. And somehow, and I am pushed back into the body. The great sadhakas, they have this experience. They see themselves apart from the body. They experience that one. This body, I think, I am dead. I am so worried when I experience that one. The sadhaka, when you dive deep into sadhana, you come out of your own body and you start seeing yourself. And you are so free. And who is dead? You are still talking to your body, get up. Body is not moving. And so people have experienced that one. And you are apart from the body. And Shri Krishna says, Shri Krishna is bringing us to that realm of that one. Even I had that experience. I have come out and I have seen myself apart from the body. This experience, not only my experience, many sadhakas have narrated this one. Again, today's shloka, nasato vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate sataha, ubayorapi drushtonta, tanayo tattvadarshibhihi, avinashitu tadvidhi, yena sarva idam tatam, vinasha avyayasyasya, na kaśchit kartu arhasi, antavanta ime deha, nityasyokta sharirinaha, anashino aprameyasya, tasmat idyasva bharata, yayenam veti hantaram, yascheinam manyate hatam, ubhautau na vijanito, nayam hanti na hanyate, na jayate mriyate va kadachin, nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyaha, ajo nitya shashvatoyam purano, na hanyate hanyamane sharire, vasudeva sutam devam, kamsa chanura mardhanam, devaki paramanandam, krishnam vande jagadgurum,